Good morning. I've just got back from school, or I did like half an hour ago. So the time is 10:33. So I had period 1, psychology, and then I would be in maths right now, and then I'd have biology 5th. But I don't want to go to those, respectfully. And I did go to psychology, and it was so exhausting. I'm not being funny. There were 6 people there. Okay, these are my underwear. Let's ignore that. There were 6 people there, and it was so awkward. Luckily, like, there was 2 people like answering the questions. I think there would have been 2 people answering the questions anyway, so like it wasn't that crazily like quiet. It was just awkward. And there was one point where we were answering questions. She like put 6 questions on the board, and I was like, oh my god, there's literally enough for each person. I was like, I hope she doesn't go around asking each person to answer one, and she did. And I was so tired. Like this morning, I was like tired getting out of bed, but I was like, I mean, I'm tired, more tired than usual, but like it's fine, I'll get energized. And I was in that psychology, so I was like falling asleep literally. So then there was only one of those questions which I could answer because the answer was like in the question, but all the other ones you'd have to think about it. And then she asked me, and I was like I got it eventually, but I was so tired. So tired. But we were doing research methods in that lesson, and I was like, guys, I don't know what's happening. So today we're going to do some research methods. I also have my mum's phone arriving, apparently between 11:10 and 12:10. So if I had gone to maths, I would have had to run home to get this phone. So that would have been tragic, really. I'm gonna revise, because I feel less tired now, I think. Because I was considering that I could always come home and have a nap. But then tomorrow I would have only had 4th and 5th anyway. I would have usually only had 5th, but then they added a 4th in. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to that lesson, to any school tomorrow, because usually I go to form on that day anyway. But I don't know if I will, because today the thought showed me that realistically all form is doing is taking away my sleep, and I need my sleep, guys. Okay. Also, I ran on Sunday and I ran yesterday, which was Monday, so my legs are so sore. But I'm thinking once they recover from their soreness, and also my knees hurt, but like once they recover, my muscles in my legs are going to be so strong. That's how I think that works. So then I'm going to be like an elite runner, is basically the plot. But then it's meant to be by the end of this week I'll be able to run for 25 minutes straight, which we'll see, because on Sunday I did 20 minutes, but I was so slow. I was slower than the man in front of me walking, and I'm never getting over that. But about my lovelies, we have now watched 20 research methods videos, 4 more to go, and 5 more to go, but we're slaying the day away. The phone arrived, had a lovely conversation with the man. He was like, I have a package for James, and I was like, yep. And then he was like, I mean, like, you're clearly not James, do you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, do you have the code? I was like, yep, I have the code, don't you worry. Told him the code. He was like, yep, put in the code. And then he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Lois. And he was like, cool. And then he wrote down my name, and then he took a picture of me with the parcel, and then he walked away. He didn't even say bye. I was like, oh, have a nice day. But lovely man, really lovely man. Wanda's here. She's got a bunch of like random shit in her tail that she's not wanting me to get out. We've got 1 bit left, don't we? 1 bit left in the tail. And yeah, we're gonna learn about graphs. So it's gonna be fun. Wanda went on her walk, and now she's back from her walk. So yeah. Tour of the bed. Today we have this Kit Kat that I just ate that Wanda's been eating the packaging of. We have this disposable camera, which I haven't taken a photo on, but it's just here. And then I have this pack of chocolate chips. And then I have this packaging for this ice lolly. Would you even, because it's not like a lolly, do you know what I'm saying? And there's no ice. But it is like an ice lolly. I don't fucking know, right? And then I have my burger today. I have my old phone case there. Oh, where's my phone? because basically here's the tragic story. I have this phone and look, it says iPhone disabled, connect to iTunes, right? So I'm trying to get iTunes on my laptop, but I can't fucking figure it out. That's the truth, because I like put in the password so many times and now it's broken. I'm not being funny. I thought about One Direction for 1 second and immediately my nose started tingling and my eyes started welling up. I just realised whatever that man said in that video I was not listening to, because I was thinking about the fucking Olympics, because he started talking about Usain Bolt and I got distracted. Video, let's go! My name is Jack. Oh yes, guys, I'm getting to know these adverts so well. I can't skip them anymore. I can skip some of them, but not all of them. I changed my lock screen to pictures. A note that a teacher left in my book once, and it's like, make sure you're on task. And it's really helping me keep going. Join me here today, okay? I'm gonna try and draw a little table from memory, even though I only saw it once, right? Here. So we have nominal, ordinal, no, how do you spell noir? Yeah, interval, I think. And then you have related, unrelated, correlation, and then you go space, weather, really, no, right, chasing's there. Wait, I literally thought I knew this. Space, weather, really contains UFO. I knew the UFO's here. And then the pigs is here. And then this is an S. Wait, it was though. Was it? No, it was spa. Space, weather, really contains. Oh, I don't know. Contains many UFOs. Where's this man? Many UFOs chasing. What's the S for then? Really contains many UFOs chasing some pigs. Okay. It's just I was getting confused with like what I knew and I was getting confused. I'm gonna go to this little thing. Do you want to see my table? She kind of eats. Okay. There is a positive correlation between income per year and IQ on a standardized test. So that's going to be independent groups. That's going to be, no, that's a correlation. Fuck. That's a correlation. And it's a IQ test, which is, interval. Ordinal data. I'm gonna say it's either a Spivens rank or a Pearson's R, right? And I think I'm gonna go with Spivens rank. All my answers, let's see if we got it right.
Pause the video and see if you can figure out which study goes with which to this test. Think carefully about the language used in each example. Once you've done that, then pause the video and I'll walk you through each example.
Thank you.
Number 1. For this study, the researcher will use a Pearson's R. It's clearly a correlation and the data used for each variable is an interval level of measurement. 2. For this study, the researcher will use a chi-squared.
Yeah, I got it right.
So it has a difference. The researcher using the independent group, so unrelated data.
Well, I saw a comment where he was attacking people who were.
For this study, the researcher will use a
Yep.
This again is a correlation. The data collected is at the normal level.
You look at 2 times speed. He's going so fast. Right, I got that one right as well.
As it has unrelated in the name, this test is pretty easy to remember. The data collected is at the interval level.
Yes.
5. Wilcoxon. This is a test of difference. It uses repeated
What's that one called?
data and it's collected at the
Oh, it's unrelated t-test.
6. A sign test. A test of difference, and again, it uses repeated measure design, so related data. The data collected is in categories, so nominal data. 7. A related t-test. As an experiment, it's a test of difference. It's related data
Let's go back.
and the data collected. This is a test of difference. It uses repeated measures, so it's related data, and it's collected at the ordinal level.
Yeah, I would have gotten that right. I
A
thought about it.
A test of difference, and again, collected of course at the interval level. 8. A man whipping.
Oh.
Test of difference, using an independent group design, so unrelated data.
Can't read.
The data collected is at
We did it, yay. And I did try like some desperate repairs, but then I was looking, for some reason today, I thought, yeah, I can lock in. Look at this. This is all for today. So we have liver and kidney, biopsychology, logarithms, and research methods. Done research methods. 3 things to go. But part of me thinks maybe I should start putting more stuff on my timetable, because I always tend to just do as much as is on there. Like, I won't do more, I won't do less. So if I can finish all of this today, then like I could do that every day. So we're gonna go to the toilet. Wanda really wants to get out of this room, so we're gonna do that. And when I log back in again, I might, I don't know, move to a different place in my house. We got a new bench. Well, we've had this bench for ages, but it was finally built and put there in my garden. And I feel like that would be a lovely place to sit and revise, don't we think? And there are my strawberry plants, and they're low-key thriving. Do you see that? Flower there, and then my other strawberry plant is over here, and you can't see it. But I should probably water them at some point as well. So yeah, that's fun. It's now almost 1, so I feel like that's kind of acceptable eating time. So I might have, I don't know, a hot dog or something. Maybe. Shut up. My husband. We're on cinematic. I moved inside and I finished whatever the fuck I was doing. But I think because the videos on Psych Boost for biopsychology are like 6 years old and they're actually really stinky, no offense. So I might, next time I cover it, use this guy called Bear It In Mind. I've used him before. He's not my favourite. And I just watched the first 3 minutes of this video and he was really fucking yapping, but I'm sure it will be good enough for me. So now we've done half of what we have to do today and it's almost 2 o'clock. But she wouldn't stop barking and we couldn't disturb the neighbours, so we had to come inside. You gonna calm down? No. I'm not gonna lie, I just started having like an existential crisis because I was thinking about how everything's in base 10 and like what if it was base 11? Do you know what I mean? Like what if it was base 9? It's like it's base 10. Like it's really stressing me out actually. But I'm just trying to think how everything would work. Like if we had a new number, right? So like 10 was actually 11, but like it was still called 10, right? Would it equal, as in it was still like 1 0, but there was just like a, I don't know, just another number between 1 and 9, right? And would it all add up the same? Like if we just got rid of 3 and we were like, oh yeah, we're base 9 now, would 10 times 10 still be 100? No, maybe? I don't know, guys, I don't know. Yeah, right, because 9 times 9, I don't know what that is, what is it? 96? No, 9 times 9, 99? No, fuck off, 81, it's 81, right? Guys, I know I've made some tables, right? 9 times 9 is 81, but if 9's called 10, and every time you count to 10, like from 10 to 20 is actually only 9, I think you get to 100. I think it would work. So now I'm just confused. We're finally onto biology. We're doing the liver and the kidney, but I don't really want to do the liver and the kidney, but I'm doing it anyway. But I might also do other things. I think I'm going to do ADH, which is basically the same thing. Because I actually don't know how that works, honestly. I just go, oh, it makes you thirsty. Because I had that in a video. Look at her little baby. I also might need to go upstairs because my laptop is about to run out of juice. Yeah. I went on a run yesterday, right, and I went into the park. I was in the park, and I went into like the little cafe in the park toilet that was like round the side, and it's quite a manky toilet, honestly. But I was like drinking out of the sink because I was so thirsty, like I thought I was gonna die, right? And then I was like splashing onto my face, and I'm worried that like it's gonna make me break out in spots because I doubt that water is very clean. But I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I also could imagine why. I think we're gonna aim for 5 hours today because right now it's like 4.2, so that's like acceptable. I just messaged my friend to ask if she was gonna go to biology tomorrow, because if she is, I might go, I might not go. I don't know. I literally don't know. Obviously, if she says no, I'm not gonna go. If she says yes, I might go, because I have pros and cons. Pro, we might get our test back, and also I don't think I'd be going back to biology ever again, and I wasn't really emotionally prepared to do that, so I kind of want to go back. Wait, do I have biology on Friday? I don't think I do. Let me check. I do not. So yeah, I wouldn't go because I don't know if I'm going to come into school next week, but I'm thinking I might take the week off to really look in. But then that was my pro of not going. I don't know what way around I'm doing the pros and cons, but the pro of not going is that I'd be testing out a day where I'm not in school and seeing if it's actually more useful, because I don't want to like not go in on Monday and then realise like, oh shit, like it's actually better if I do go in. But yeah, but also if I did go to biology, I wouldn't go to form in the morning. So yeah. Also, pro is that I kind of want my math teacher to look at the register and see that I was in and know that it was personal. Because I am a bitch apparently. And then the con of going in is that like I'd be having to take all that time to be in, do you know what I mean? Like walk there, walk back, and I feel like I get tired. And then it's like, do I come earlier? Like, do I come look in for third at school? I don't know. I'd have to look up, only because third's in Richmond. Guys. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Although no one's gonna be in school, realistically. Because like everyone's gonna have free, but no one's gonna be in. Because year 12 are on study leave and year 13s are all out. So it'll probably be reasonably empty anyway, so I might be able to just come in like halfway through that, I don't know. We're on memory now, and we're gonna look in for 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna stop. And then if I want to do more, I'll do more, but I won't force myself to do more if I don't want to do more. I kind of want to look at my old school books, because I haven't looked at those in like ages. I feel like I need that kind of boost, because I've been looking at my little lock screen of the make sure you're in task, and I kind of want to see it in person. Oh, I see my maths book. Everyone's favourite. Oh, right, yeah, I wondered that. Oh. Honestly, it's not even functioning. It's literally not even functioning. Wait, where's the squirrel? Is that on the next page? She literally slid the day away. Yeah, I kind of want to look at like the actual work we were doing. Like, it's some like quadratic formula, factorizing. Like, is that all we did? Like, what do you even do in GCSE maths? Like it's just numbers. There's not even much like sine and cos. There's like roots. Oh, it was my birthday here. Happy birthday to me. I actually do remember that. I think he got angry at me on my birthday. I think that was a thing. I remember, no, oh my god, do you know what it was? I think didn't have a sheet, but it ended up, I did have the sheet, I just couldn't find it in my bag. Right, so I was like, I put my hand up and I was like, oh, I don't have a sheet. And he was like, okay, I can't think of the words, but basically he wanted me to say please, and he got really angry about it, and that made me really insecure. Like, but then it always moves because I feel like if I'm like, please can I have a sheet, like, also that's not getting to the point of like, I don't have a sheet, do you know what I mean? Like, if I was like, do you know what I mean? Like, well, he wasn't even the one handing out the sheets, it was this other guy. So like, it's not like I was asking him, can you give me a sheet please? I was just saying I don't have a sheet. It's not that deep. Guys, my cast cannot handle it. That's what. It's not the one I wanted.
It's quite a while
I thought that was a jump scare. That was so worth it, guys. I'm so hungry. Right. Managed to pull down the other random shit. We have a NAS mop from December. Oh, another December mop. See, I was quite close to a 9 realistically. I think I was around 8. Where's the English go? And down here we have English mops. What did I get? I don't know. Dang, it's look. I wrote the oxymoron and they ticked it, and they said, "Is this an oxymoron?" Yeah, that's why I said it. This is the book we were looking for, that we risked our life for. It's got a lovely little mirror ball on the front, which actually kind of saves the day away, you can't even lie. But I haven't seen this book in ages, so I was just wondering what it actually looks like. I'm a bit distracted, guys. Oh, we've got some stars here, and some moons. Such a vibe. I remember this page, I was on this page for quite a while. I mean, I have distinct memories of drawing these, kind of 8. Some enjoy here, but I mean, oh, and an enjoy there, but I think overall could be worse. It's interesting. Also, this is the one where like nothing was tagged in, and he was like, you have to tag everything in. Like, you can't leave until everything's tagged in, and I just stormed down. He was like, oh, I'll give you a concern, and I was like, yeah, do that. And then the next lesson he was like, oh, I didn't give you a concern because I felt bad. I was like, yeah. And this is my year 10 biology, which biology was always quite neat. Or at least I thought. I mean, got some doodle jump. I'm learning that. Oh, this is representing malaria. Love that. That's about it, really. It's quite empty. Because at the end of the day, you don't do much in GCSE, especially combined science. This is the only page of my physics book in year 11. No, it actually is. I thought I'd continued on to the next page, but I did not. That was it. I got a sticker then, or like a stamp. A bush smiley face, because it's such good work. And this is my year 11 biology. Nothing's tagged in, so we're making a real mess here. Which I then got really stressed as to like never doodle in this, because I doodled in the person next to me's book on the first lesson, and then the second lesson he got really angry at that guy, and this man doesn't really tell people off like at all. He got really angry and he like made him like get a new book and like redo all his work from that lesson. So I was like, you know what, I think I can take an hour a day of just being chill. I mean, this is the sexiest thing I've ever seen. Like, are you seeing all this? Now I've got to chuck this all back up there. I'm not going to get any more books out because I'm done emotionally. I can't wait till I'm done with my A-levels, because A-levels I'll just chuck everything out. You know, I can use more storage space and stuff. Because realistically I just need a little pile of all my books that I want to look at again. Everything else can kind of go, I don't care. But like physics, I like to look at the fact that I only did one page for the entire series, I love it. And like chemistry, I don't know, and then like English, I think some bits are like, oh, memories, but like this could go, I actually didn't care. To put everything back up and then I realised this is going to be harder than I thought, so. And she said that she is going to go to biology tomorrow, so I'm like, I don't know. And she said, oh, you don't need to go, I can just send you the work. That wasn't the point. That literally wasn't the point. So I don't know. But now I'm thinking, wow, what if she doesn't want me there? What if she's like, oh, I get more work done if you were there? Because that would hurt my feelings, personally. Why did she eat? Why did she eat? Why did she eat? It's like a week later, but if you were interested, I didn't go to biology, right? And I have like 3 friends in my biology class, and I was worried that none of them were going to be there. But I messaged one of them and she said she would be there. One of them hasn't been in for the last like 2 weeks. The other one just usually doesn't go to biology that day because it was like a new lesson that they'd added and she would have finished period 1 on that day, so she was like, oh, I'm not going to come in out of spite, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, it'd just be me and that one girl. All 3 of them went and I was the only one who didn't go. And so at first I was confused because the friend that I messaged, she sent me the work being like, oh yeah, we're doing a PAG, right? So here's the work, just do this. And I was like, thanks. But I was like, surely she should put it on the PAG group chat that we have because nobody else is in. Well, in fact, everyone else was in. So then I did the work literally in the lesson and sent it to him, right, in the hour. But then I realised nobody else had done that because I guess, do you know what I mean? When you're in a lesson, it takes so long and they just waffle. So everyone else, I think it's due in today actually. And I submitted it a week ago. But, you know, I hope he appreciates it. But then I'm slightly worried that if I submit it too early, that like he's going to lose it and he's going to assume I haven't done it and then I'm not going to pass my bag. But it kind of ate what I did do, so